Welcome back to this, the Monday edition of The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. Brian Spitz, he's one of our contributors, plus one of our podcasters. He has his own audios that he's producing for priceofbusiness.com and does a great job in bringing some great focus and go into some detail at his site that, frankly, we're not always able to do here on The Price of Business. Love Brian's contributions over there at priceofbusiness.com. He's with bigstatehomebuyers.com. I consider him a genius when it comes to the investment real estate front because of his ability to take care of both the client and the investors. Really amazing to watch what he does, and he's outstanding at it. Brian, welcome to the program. Why don't you talk about your segment today?
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Again, and we have those podcasts are also available on iTunes. If you look up my name, Brian Spitz, B-R-I-A-N, Spitz, S-P-I-T-Z on iTunes. Today, and again, our company, what we do is we buy houses quickly, we pay cash, we close fast, buy houses as is, and then we also work with investors to find properties for their real estate portfolios.
Awesome.
Today, I have Kathryn Watson on the show, and she's written a book called Help, My Parents Are Aging, 5 Steps to Help You Make the Right Decisions Regarding Their Care. And Kathryn is essentially a matchmaker between families that need help figuring out what to do with their seniors or aging folks, and different facilities and options around the city for a good solution. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Brian.
Really glad to have you on because this is obviously a very pressing issue. The demographics really tell us that there's stuff going on when it comes to the senior population. More than 1/3 of the population are baby boomers. Then there's a whole lot of silent generations ahead of them. And so it's a big issue. Kind of give us an overview of exactly what you do.
Thanks, Kevin. Basically, what I do is I help families who are struggling with the fact that things are changing with their parents or maybe a spouse. More care is needed, and they're not really quite sure what to do or where to go. And so I sit down with them and help them figure out what kind of solutions are out there that are available for them, that are affordable, that meet their financial needs as well as their physical and mental needs.
Very good. Go ahead, Brian.
And I think it's worth mentioning this is at no cost to the families that you help.
Absolutely, Brian.
So what made you get into this business?
I got into this business. My dad had his first stroke when he was in his 60s, quite early, and I stepped in to help with the care. He ended up living to be 91, so there was a lot of years of in and out of hospitals and care and solution finding. We also went through it with my mother-in-law recently, who has some dementia, and we had to move to Houston to be closer to family. So I've been through it. I know what struggles families are facing. I know how stressful it can be, especially when a crisis happens, when someone falls or some other crisis happens.
Right, and it's time for something urgent.
And you don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you? So you work directly with? I would assume like the children of the senior parents, or the spouse of the person who's struggling. There's a business side to everything. So what's the business side to what you do? Because I know my listeners are going to be going, so how do you make a living?
Absolutely. I do have to make a living.
Absolutely.
The wonderful thing about it is the communities are happy to pay me a referral for anybody that I send to them. And the neat thing about it is everybody out there works with me. All of the communities are happy to work with locators and matchmakers like myself because they know that we're going to bring them quality people that fit their needs. I really try to look at what is the best solution for the family, and are they a fit for that community? Because every community is not right for every family.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian?
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting you saying how that you've gotten into it, and you've gotten to really know a lot of the communities in Houston. So
I go out to every community that I refer to. I do not refer to any place that I have not been to and don't know the people there. Very important to me. I want to send you to some place that I would send my own family member to.
Kathryn, how many communities do you work with?
Oh, gosh. I've never sat down and counted them, Kevin, but I would say hundreds.
Yeah.
There are hundreds across the city.
And just to follow up to that same question, I'm assuming that they're all types based on the need of the client. So you got assisted living for those who require that, maybe just senior living because they're not quite even to that point, just based on what their needs are.
Based on what their needs are. There's a lot of solutions out there that people don't even realize are there. There are personal care homes that are a good solution or alternative to a nursing home. There are assisted livings, and there's different types and levels of assisted living, too. There's licensed B or licensed A assisted living. So there's a lot of different types. There's memory care communities, independent living, 55 plus. I could go on and on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different options.
Brian?
And what I really liked is before we sat down for the show, I asked Kathryn what her favorite communities are, and she told me that she doesn't like to answer that question because there's different communities for different fits. So I really have the honest impression that you're very neutral when it comes to where to place your folks. So I think that, at Big State, we really emphasize that same neutrality because we want the right solution for each seller and each investor. So it's really refreshing to meet people that have that same mentality.
Great. Yeah, I definitely believe that. For my own family, my mother was best served by staying in her own home until the very end. It worked for our family. For my mother-in-law, it wasn't an option at all. She had no family member close by, and we needed to move her closer, and she needed to be in a more social environment.
Yeah.
So everybody's needs are different.
And so I guess the stay-at-home option is among the things on your table as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. I work with the home care companies very closely. There's times when that's the best option.
Yeah, very good. Do want to mention, of course, again, Kathryn's website. Kathryn is with a K, Kathryn, Watson.com. Brian?
Right, and actually we met you through one of the home health care people that you refer to, and they have a great operation as well. So it's really great to be in touch with people that have networks, and really good to be with people that really focus on what they do and then refer out the things that they're not specialists at. So I always, we have the same model. And the reason that we really like to bring on guests like Kathryn and focus on these subjects is because I would say 60 to 70% of the people that sell their homes to Big State home buyers are people that are either aging out of the home where they need another solution. A lot of times the sale of the home helps with the ongoing health care. The houses may or may not be in outdated condition. They may be in great condition, but like you said, there could be a fall, there could be an urgent need for a move. And then also people who have inherited properties. So it's great to be able to offer this information and resources like this.
Yeah, great stuff, Brian Spitz, BigStateHomebuyers.com. That's BigStateHomebuyers.com. Great topic. Thanks to both of you.
Thank you.
When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you the best content here shows up over there at USDataReview.com. And this is The Price of Business.